Hey guys, and welcome to Technical Sunday. So I received a couple of questions about the technical floor button. So this is something that we are working on. It's currently under construction and would be launching probably within the next 1 or 2 months when it's ready. Technical Sunday up as usual. So this Sunday, normally we have 2 breakdowns. This Sunday we're going to have 3 breakdowns. One of them is going to be from one of our new additions to the team. So we have a new technical analyst who will be posting analysis with us as well, but that will come later on with the information. So this week I am going to take a look at Euro dollar, Aussie dollar, and potentially gold as well. So for last week, the dollar index managed to do a triple top here on the daily. 1, 2, 3. Didn't manage quite to touch it, but still managed to do a triple top. And as well, overall, dollar bullish uptrend, and that's why, like I mentioned in the previous breakdowns, the euro dollar keeps going in a downtrend. So for the upcoming week, personally, I don't recommend taking buy positions in a downtrending market because that's going against the trend, and unless there's certainty that there's going to be a reversal and a potential bringing of an uptrend, then I don't see any reason to take buy positions in this market. But anyway, so for this week, I would probably be looking for a final test of this trend line, which has been tested 1, 2, 3 times so far, and I would probably be looking to short dollar. And if we get the right momentum, we might as well break under this zone, which has proved to be a very strong support zone, the 111.10 zone. So let's jump. Actually, let's stay to the daily chart. So as you can see here from this zone that I marked from before, you have this doji candle, which clearly indicates that there was a buy opportunity the next day. But like I said, I don't like going against my rules, so that's why I didn't take this position. So multiple tests. This is on the 4-hour chart. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests of this zone before catapulting up. But as well as you can see, trend line keeps the price in range in this area here. So probably for this week, like I mentioned, I would be looking to short this pair. There's good fundamentals as well for the dollar, but the euro probably will suffer from fundamentals this week. So this is one of the reasons, as well as technical reasons, that I would probably be looking to short this pair. Zone wise, 112.6. This is a very key zone that has been previous support, and after it was broken over here, it became a very good resistance zone with 1, 2, 3 touches so far to it. And after every single touch, it managed to make a significant move lower. Hence last time it started this descending trend line, as you can see, which was tested over here as well. Good rejection here as well. So potentially we are forming lower highs, lower low, lower high. We didn't manage to do a lower low over here, but still we had a lower high. So for me, potentially you can see as well on the 4-hour price exhaustion over here. Buyers are stepping out. The wick is bigger than the candle, so buyers are stepping out essentially. Looking at this, for me, a good entry point for a sell zone would be somewhere around here, I would say. Yeah, this zone here, as you can see here, it managed to be support. After it was broken, became resistance, support, and again it's resistance. So potentially I would be looking to short this pair from around here. I will probably start accumulating positions from roughly somewhere here. As well, daily close above this trend line would potentially invalidate what I'm saying right now. So if price manages to break above here, then manages to retest and use this zone, here. Currently it's resistance, but if price breaks and close above, manages to retest and use it as support, then I can see the euro testing potentially here. But that's just in case price doesn't reject from here. So first look, I would be looking to open position somewhere around here after getting enough confirmation. Jumping onto the hourly as well, you can see when the price reached previously here, the zone, straight away buyers stepped in, sellers stepped in. And here as well, you can see when price reached the zone, boom, bearish engulfing. Price managed to recover a bit, but as soon as we reach the zone, you can see that straight away sellers are stepping out and buyers are stepping out. So perfect scenario, I would be looking for a test of this zone, this demand zone, as well as test of trend line, and from there we would be looking to short this pair. Either I would say my first take profit would be somewhere here, and as well second take profit and third take profit would be over here, 1056 zone. Overall, looking at euro dollar, like I mentioned, a very strong downtrend, as you can see, all the way from here, from the 7th of January. Very strong downtrend. Price isn't moving that much, isn't going in crazy waves or positions, so yes, I would be looking for a short in this pair. So vice versa, like I mentioned in previous technical Sundays, this means that the dollar would be strong as well. So this week we managed to see the dollar pump all the way here, hit this resistance zone, go back down close to the trend line, and again triple top of this zone. Essentially, dollar index as well is uptrending, so it's against my rules to take any short positions in an uptrending market, so I would avoid anything that is against the trend. Jumping on the 4-hour chart, you can see that this zone over here has been quite a strong zone, like I mentioned a couple of times now. So potentially for next week, I would be looking at the same scenario as in the euro dollar. You can see the RSI is oversold as well. So good indications. If price manages to stay above the trend line and rejects the trend line, we could be looking at a new buy opportunity. And for this week, this will tell either price will come here, reject again, and come down, or if enough buyers are in, price might as well break the zone, retest it, and then go even higher. But this is just in the scenario that price breaks above this huge psychological zone, breaks above, closes above, retests, and then we can look for further positions up. But for now, this is what I'm seeing. In the other scenario, we need to know that if dollar manages to close above this trend line and this previous zone, which has been resistance before, if it closes below this zone here and it goes from here, retests the zone, the trend line, it will probably come all the way down here and says this previous zone. Quite a strong zone as well. But as you can see here, let me jump onto the daily chart. Move these. On the daily chart, you can see that this zone here has been quite a strong zone. So let me just draw this like this here. Boom. Cool. So as you can see from previous price action, we can even drag it all the way back to here. You can see that this has been a major resistance with 1, 2, 3 touches. Such again, test, couple more tests. And when price broke out of here, out of this resistance zone became support. So when price retested, this became support with multiple tests, as you can see here as well. So potentially, best scenario, unless we close above below the trend line, for me the dollar will be bullish. So maybe potentially testing this zone but not just as a wick, not closing here, closing above the trend line with a test here. This for me would indicate dollar going higher as well. This will correlate pretty good with this, euro going slightly higher and then going down, dollar going slightly lower and then going up. So for me, I'll be looking for a strong dollar next week, a weak euro, and on the Aussie dollar chart, it's quite clear. You don't need many indicators. You don't need, depends how you do your analysis, but for me it's quite simple. As you can see on the daily chart, price has been testing these zones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times price managed to test this resistance zone and not close above it. So for me, this is a clear indication that there's a lot of demand here and sellers are getting in quite fast at this zone. And jumping on the 4-hour, you can see this as well. So Aussie dollar, as the dollar, I'm anticipating it to be strong. I would probably be looking to short this pair. Maybe from Monday, from the London session, I would start to put my positions in. But as you can see, price is at a perfect place to start opening positions. Fundament is keeping as well. There is expectations that on Tuesday, the Australian bank will potentially cut rates, which will result in the Aussie dollar slamming to the ground. The Aussie will be weakened. So I would be expecting roughly from this zone here, accumulating positions, adding positions, and I would be looking to short from this zone. There's no need to draw trend lines, overcomplicate pure price action analysis and fundamental analysis. Price reached the big resistance zone, started seeing rejections. The wick is bigger than the candle. So from this zone here, I would start adding positions to sell. It's roughly a 60 pip move, nothing too major, 60 pips. But essentially, if we manage to break this zone here, I would be looking for further downside for the Aussie dollar. Yes, so for this week, this sums it up. Nothing more. I was looking at GBP/USD. This will be covered later on in our analysis as well. But essentially, you can see it just from our analysis here. That price, previous resistance turns into support. Boom. Absolute buy opportunity. But you can start adding positions from this zone, not above. No fear of missing out. No nothing. Euro dollar shorts would be initiated this week. Strong dollar, Aussie dollar shorts, and essentially GBP/USD longs. Gold. It's quite simple. Gold was quite strong this week. Retest of the trend line. This was a previous resistance zone. Now I think it might turn into a support zone. And just see the fibber. Yeah, so roughly somewhere around here. The 0.5 fib, I would be looking for gold to retrace, or even here, because it would add up quite perfectly. Somewhere down to here, and then either a break all the way down to here, or if not, a retest of this zone and hitting that 1310, because you can see there is price exhaustion here as we speak. 0.23 Fibonacci, perfect with the previous resistance. Once resistance is broken, turns into support. You can see the zone has been tested before, quite a strong zone. So we will potentially need more buyers, so we can either reach or break this zone over here. So potentially I would be looking for short positions to the zone here, and depending on price action, I would either be looking for a test and price testing this zone here, or if this manages to break and close below, I would be looking for further downside, probably somewhere around here. But like I said, day by day, depending on price action, we observe how price moves and then we decide how to do it. So that's my outlook for gold. Aussie dollar index, and euro dollar GBP AUD as well. Hopefully we get a strong dollar this week. Be patient. Last week the only trade I took for 5 days was USD CAD short on Friday, which I posted as well on Thursday as well, but that closed at break even. So on Friday I managed to bank some profits. So just be patient. You don't need to trade every single day if there's no opportunity, if the market doesn't move the way you anticipated. Be patient, wait for opportunities, and when your moments, and just go after the market. Take all the profits you can and follow your plan and follow your rules so you can get better results. Analyze yourself, analyze your previous positions, write them down, all the mistakes, all the good things, take them out and develop yourself day by day. So this is my outlook for this week, and hopefully you guys follow us. As well, if you click on our website, like I mentioned in the previous episode, you can join our free Telegram. We post our analysis, we post our daily positions, daily trades, daily updates in the Telegram. So personal recommendation, visit our website, join our Telegram, and start developing everything. That's it from me, guys. I hope we have a great week ahead, and let's kill the market.